He's ripping it though, isn't he?
Oh, Bobby with the finish.
Funnily enough, this wasn't supposed to be the video, this was supposed to be the introduction, wasn't it? So guys, we have actually already filmed this kind of impromptu lesson with Rob, so make sure you do follow right to the end. We've got some really important tips, some really good tips that could potentially help you get good at golf, help you potentially play some better golf this weekend. How are you finding your new role before we crack on?
I'm loving it. Was that right?
Well done, mate.
Cheers. The reason I've been pausing is because I was getting very quick at the top.
Yeah.
And I was losing a lot of height. So on my backswing, I was dipping a lot.
Yeah.
And then coming up, losing a lot to the right, high and right, or trying to save it and flip them over. My thing is at the minute, I try and feel as tall as I can on the backswing. And it helps if I have a little pause, like Hideki, because then I feel like I can wait for it longer and then my transition is better on the way down. I just try and have a little bit of a pause, so.
But it's interesting because without Hideki winning the other week, would you have thought about this to help you?
Probably not, no. No, just from seeing him swing and thinking his transition's really good and calm.
I definitely
really
feel
well.
like a lot of people could learn from this because rhythm's vitally important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's helped your ball striking more or just your club face alignment?
No, ball striking, definitely.
It's interesting because if we speak to Chris, who's a natural ball striker, we'll get him on in a second. I think rhythm's such, I mean, that's gone flag high again. Rhythm's such an important factor, isn't it? And if we can do what some of the best players in the world do, then all of a sudden, because you're going higher there as well.
Yeah, just try and, well, exaggerated feel versus real. I try and feel like I'm almost out here. Yeah. Exaggerated because I'm not, I'm actually down here. Yeah. And that, when I watch videos, my knee's like out here. Yeah. I don't like that. So I try and feel almost like it's coming straight up there.
So once you've paused,
really
what is your trigger to start the downswing? Because this is something which so many people always ask, what is the trigger?
So when I get to here, I try and feel like the first thing that moves is this left hip, because before I've tried to get my hands down quicker, but then that's when I get stuck. So if I try and feel like this moves first, I feel like I've got room, and then it allows me to generate more speed.
That's gorgeous. So from that left hip movement, where does your weight feel like it goes?
Almost like just straight down.
Yeah. Does it feel like it goes into your toes or your heel?
Probably more my toes, especially toes if I'm like out there, if my toes out there. Yeah. With a driver.
Does it depend on what kind of shot you're trying to play? So if you're trying to play a draw and you're trying to get that swing path.
Oh yeah,
out to
definitely.
It,
yeah. If it's.
I think if you're trying to hit a fade, you generally want it to go into your heel.
Yeah,
it's going to help steepen the.
It is get your path left and be able to play that shot, whereas Bobby is hitting a nice little draw.
He is, isn't he? He's doing really well with it actually as well. I'm really glad I started this video so impromptually. That was a proper pause as well, wasn't it?
That was the straightest one.
Would you play like this?
Yeah, I probably would actually, because I feel quite confident with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pause, it feels like I'm there for about 5 seconds, but I know I'm not, because when I watch videos, I know that I'm not, but it feels like I'm there for about 5 seconds, but it just lets me gather myself and then focus on what I need to do next.
And from your point of view, because you're a mental coach, aren't you?
Yeah.
Potentially. Or no, because I don't know what terminology to use. What terminology will you use?
Mental performance coach.
Right. So from there, do you feel like that's a good trigger movement?
Yeah, definitely, because I'm not thinking about hand position or swing or anything like that. I'm not thinking, where my hands are, then, I need to get here, then here. If you can have just, 1 or 2 swing thoughts, but I'm not really thinking about my swing, I'm just thinking about, okay, get that going now. And,
I think it's important to have a move you can do in the round of golf as well. Yeah. It's okay to have a range thought, but a course thought's totally different, isn't it?
But it's much easier to think about, I just want to pause there for a second and then move my weight, rather than, I need to make sure my hands are parallel, and I need to make sure that, this moves first, but then my arms have to get, that's a lot to think about in a short space of time. So if I can just think about one little movement, it really frees things up. And you can do it when you practice swing as well. So when I'm practice swing before I hit the ball, all I'm thinking about is just pausing at the top, trying to feel tall. Yeah. Might exaggerate it a little bit and pulse it. And then that's all I'm thinking about.
So as a golf coach, one of the things I'd just add to that, Rob, as well, is to make sure that it's a rotational movement, not a lateral movement.
Okay,
So that
yeah,
your lower
yeah,
body's
yeah.
turning, it's not sliding.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's something
Yeah.
which we see quite a lot when people try and do stuff like this, isn't it?
Yeah, from a lot of amateurs, we see them slide more as opposed to rotate. So they want to get onto that left-hand side. They start to move, they start to slide, which then they get ahead of the golf ball, so they have to use the hands, like Bobby said.
Come on, Bobby, show us a couple of good shots to finish on. But really interesting this, and guys, I hope you have enjoyed this quick impromptu, because I think sometimes when you have swing thoughts, it's important to share them because it can help so many other people as well, maybe get a bit of courage and confidence. Confidence was not courage, but anyway, look at this, this is all over it, Bobby. Go on then, has he got the club? He has as well. Bobby, thanks for your time with that, mate.
Thanks,
What
I really
started off
enjoyed it.
just you kind of having a
Cheers.
go with our new clubs
Yeah, I love these.
has ended up being
They look so
hopefully
cool.
a good lesson for everyone. So you're not sacked yet, you live on until next week.
God.
Does he live on?
Touch and go. Oh dear.
One more and he's sacked. This is the
Gone.
game.
Short, duffed it. Fucking pulled it long.
Hold it live.
He's on walk as well. Oh, gone.
Sit! Oh, it's on!
Oh, it's on!